Early stream. Let's see if Twitch agrees. Twitch is fine with us. Another blessed day. Let me turn on streamer mode. And then ping Discord. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Everything is fine. So what are we doing today? And what off-stream stuff have I done actually? So there was these two things. I don't remember if this was on stream. This might have been on stream. Anyway, I just heard snow falling like off the roof. Anyway, but I started trying to do raycasting, and then later I continued trying, but yeah, it's not. This system sucks. It's just bad. I might have to figure out something else for this. But yeah. I kind of still don't know how I want to do this, so I want to let this brew in my head. And also maybe at some point kidnap my math friend into a call and then just figure it out with him off stream. That's also possible. But I just don't like that. Raycasting, too much math. Too much math. But what we can do instead is we can see our cursors here. We can do these two things. Fix the redundant faces on the chunk edges and make chunk generation multi-threaded. These seem like two good things for today. At least for the start. We'll see what happens. So, one of the main problems I have with making chunk generation multi-threaded is, where do we have our... Ooh. We have... Oh, hello, Grok. How you doing? We have this Godot thing here, and this can't be sent over threads. So I need to send over just the block data, which isn't that bad, I guess. I can get by. I can get by. Actually, let me just... So I need to send this data over and then get back the data that I can use to build a array mesh, and then I can give this mesh instance the array mesh. Delete Godot baby time. I don't know. I don't know if I like this architecture of Bivy either. I mean, Godot is a bit simpler, but like if I multi-thread, I might want to like be in charge of it myself instead of having the engine decide everything. You know, like the loss of control. I don't like that. Well, the biggest thing that stopped me from, well, I mean, that made me stop using Bevy was the rendering side. Like I want to implement 2D lights, and I looked into it, and it seems like I would have to learn a lot about the like Bevy render framework, whatever, and you know how things work. And then I was thinking like how much time I'm gonna sink into this versus what I would sink into like web GPU, right? Or OpenGL. And I don't know. I feel like if I learned web GPU or OpenGL, then that's like way more transferable than if I learn Bevis specific render framework. You know? But yeah, that's just the conclusion that I came to. Mm. Mm-hmm. And the last time I played around with trying to make this multi-threaded, I think what I did is I put the multi-thread code into this function. And I think that's a mistake, because this is supposed to be like the interface function that's supposed to stay thin. Let's see. We have this. It's here. Takes one chunk. Does the thing. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have another in-between function here. And we're gonna take all the data. I'm gonna do everything here. Oh, I hope that didn't come through. I moved my chair and it fucking caused a nuclear explosion. Anyway. Boom, boom. Okay, okay. Good, good. But it was like the loudest sound I could have reasonably made with that movement. Yeah, noise suppression doing its magic. Hmm. So we're gonna have our chunks, and then we're gonna have the chunks to rebuild. I'm gonna pipe that information to the rebuild chunk meshes function. We do have to run this here before. This is making sure that all the chunks have mesh instances, and that's like part of the. I mean, I don't know. I might be thinking too hard about this being, like this being an interface function, and the thing below not being an interface function. I just need to work, basically. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. But regardless, I do have to modify this argument that I give this function. I think... yeah, what I can do... I think this is still the best. Do we need to tell anything else to the rebuild chunk meshes function? I don't think so. Oh, actually, the chunks do have to be behind a mutable reference. Do we want to modify the mesh instance? Well, basically, we would be doing this. Or, don't do any operations here. This is just boilerplate code to make sure that all the chunks have a mesh instance associated with them. And that it's correct, and it has the material and whatever. That's fine. We're just gonna do that. Yep. I'm just gonna complain. Okay. Yep. Yeah. I've been doing Grok. I don't know if I forgot to ask this. I was just surprised by you appearing. Honestly. Positively surprised. But I don't know. Usually early stream is really quiet. And it's like after an hour people start like... Yeah, I did notice that. I do have the like activity feed on the side. I did notice that you came at all. But yeah. It's like usually I start streaming in like 5 minutes. I just decided to start earlier today because I was just in front of the computer already ready to code, and I'm like, you know, whatever. It's just start going. That's fine. Oh yeah, I need to give it a name, perhaps. Okay. And this should take in just the blocks, right? Or this is actually really annoying. I just realized. Yeah. So the thing I need. So there's two parts to this. I want to fix the redundant phases, and I want to multi-thread. And what I mean by redundant phases, let me just actually generate the world that I usually generate. Let me give myself some space to breathe. Alright. So we have this here, and we have these redundant phases, and these are on chunk edges, right? This is kind of just what happens. And that's bad. And here, I need access to all the other chunks. If I want to, do that. And if I just pass in, like I was thinking, oh, I'm just gonna extract the block data from the chunk. I just use that directly. But that means that I can't get thrown in chunks. Unless I just also pass in those yeah, I mean I could just pass those in. Why am I overcomplicating this? Alright, false alarm, there's no problem. That's great. There's gonna be block data, and there's gonna be like optional things to like block data above, below. Yeah. I guess that's all it needs. It doesn't need all the chunks. It just needs some chunks. And all of them are going to be read-only references, so that's fine. Yeah. So this is going to be my first, like, proper multi-threading thing in Rust, I think. Still easier than raycasting. Side tangent. I tried to make a function that raycasts properly. What did I just do? Or did I do anything? Sometimes when I... Okay, let's see. Sometimes when I try to highlight something, my mouse just decides, oh, let's let go of the left click and then start pressing. And then it will reorder some huge piece of code. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Anyway, so I tried to do raycasting, and this is like where my math skills run out, and it's terrible. So I just tried to do the thing where I have a block position. Like, should I? Oh, it's not visible because I'm generating the room. But basically, you start out with some position, and then you have some certain like target position, right? And then you have to go, like travel the voxel grid in the correct way, so that you don't skip over any positions. Right? This is probably not a valid array. Maybe it is. You have to always like take the voxel that your ray will next intersect. Right? You have to go there next and do it in the correct order and whatever. So yeah. At some point, I'm gonna kidnap my best friend into a Discord call and have that figured out. Hello, Vestig. So yeah. So that was pain. So then I decided, what's less pain? Multi-threading. Oy. Have... Okay. I guess I can just call it blocks. And then here I need to remove the chunk dot references. And I also need to remove this stuff. I just need to return this erase thing, I think. I think I can send array between threads, but I can't send an array mesh. You're not doing octrees correct? Yeah, I'm not. And I probably could if I wanted to, but I feel like that's pointless complication. Currently, what I do for the raycasting that actually works, because this is the thing that I described is the thing that I'm trying to do. But I also have a working version, right? Because I'm able to destroy blocks and place down blocks. So actually, let me show you the version that currently works. It's terrible, but it works. Here. So Hold on. Yeah, so we have, you know, we have some position where we start, and then I just use the rotation of the camera directly to kind of know where to step forward, right? And then where do I actually do it? Yeah, so I just step forward very small steps. I do 128 checks within a block to see if we're in the next one, or if we've intersected any of the blocks colliders, right? So I was doing a lot of checks. I think this actually like steps 8 units at a time. Because 1024 divided by 128 is like 8 or something. I would have to double check that. But yeah, it's a lot of checks, right? And it's still like it can go through this corner, for example. If you have the correct angle. Wait, what? It's not wanted to go through. But I know you can click through corners, right? Somehow. Oh, well, there. I clicked here. It's supposed to they go on top, but it instead went inside, right? So that's not good. And I don't think I'm gonna fix that by making the checks even more frequent. It's I need to have like an actual working system where I do things a bit more smartly. I'm kind of curious though. Can I compile this currently? No, I cannot. I'm not that curious. I'll just continue work on this. Ta-da. So we have block as the size. Yoink that. Actually, I can just put that in directly here. That's good. Oh yeah, and also with the raycasting stuff, bonus points if it only uses integers for math. But floats are fine for now because it just has to work. So there we go. Oh yeah, I don't have a name for this here. I'm forgetting everything. That's fine. It's stop get. Okay. I guess I could have done let else, to be fair. Actually, let me look into let else. This seems like the more correct pattern, because I don't have, true. Yeah. Good morning, cleared. This is let, and then... Okay. Let's see. You don't do this here. Then we say else here. We say continue. I hope that works. If not, I can just convert to if let. Anyway. Yeah, basically. Like, if we have... in a semicolon, yeah, fine. I still haven't, like... I don't have the... You know... is this better? Alright. I don't have, like, the instinct to know where the semicolon goes and where it doesn't. But, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, you need a semicolon. Okay. Yeah, fair. Okay, fair. That one I just missed. But I think this is also, like, irrelevant, but I'll keep it for notes. But yeah. So, yeah, if we don't have some chunk, like, if you've marked the chunk as to be rebuilt, but we actually don't have it, that only can mean that it was deleted, right? And if it was deleted, it was empty. Or, for some other reason, we just deleted it. So, if the chunk has been deleted, of course, we don't rebuild its mesh, because it's not there, and it's going to be only air, right? But yeah. Dun dun dun. That can only mean you're doing a useless action that is wasting CPU time, throw an error. No, not necessarily. I mean, I could make that throw an error, but I'm not gonna do it for now. This is fine. It is a bit of a strange state to be in, but don't care. Yeah, what I mean, okay, so if I throw an error, that might be better for development, but if I ever make a release build, I want this to be continue. The game crashing is always bad. Well, not always. If you're corrupting data, then it's better to shut down. But this is not data corruption stuff. Yeah, I do. I actually do use Clippy. Fuck. It actually has not ever told me anything about let else. Right? The first time you told me, I was kind of surprised about that, actually. But, yeah. I don't know if it's, like, disabled by default or something, and I could, like, enable more lints. But, yeah. Also, I have... sometimes I'm just like, nah, this is the way I'm doing it. But I do love the fact that you can do, like, Clippy LO. Saves the day so many times. Yeah. I mean, it's like... How did it go? It was like, oh, you could maybe, like, reformat these arguments to be a part of a struct or something, or a new type or something, And, like, pass that in instead. I think that's the suggestion. But, no. I don't feel like it's applicable for that function, at least. That would just be more boilerplate. Doing Rust without LS. What is an LSP? Tell me. Tell me that. Anyway, let me try to actually do this. And now we just need the surrounding chunks. I still kind of want to just have a thing where, okay, actually, how would it work here? So we have our blocks. We're not gonna have chunk blocks. We're just gonna have blocks. All right. And go further down. We don't care about this function for now. That's all gonna stay the same. And it's gonna be blocks. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think SED supports language servers, and yeah, I would have to get some other code editor for that. And it's like, I don't know. I kind of like the simplicity of this, I guess. It's not that bad. I just have to spam cargo check, basically. And then everything works. Okay. Yeah, so we would have to change this part. Yeah. So here what we currently do is we try to take the opposite position and we try to convert it into an index. Let's see what this function does. Now this is kind of outdated, but it's still here. Where do we return none? Wait, what? Oh yeah, I was looking at the wrong function. Well, anyway. Because this is this separate function, I was meant to look at the definition of this function. No wonder that I was confused. Like simplicity, switch to by. I mean more like, I don't know, I like having a cursor. You know, like I can just click around. Why would mean that I would need to learn the keybinds and then I might as well use like Vim or something. Or, you know, obvious answer, just make your own text editor, right? That's the real dream. Okay. But yeah, so here, if like the normal um index range of the chunk doesn't contain our thing, then yeah, we do be returning none. I don't know if that makes any sense. But basically it means that if the other block that we return access is beyond the chunk, then we just assume that that block is air. That's the gist of it. I need to change this behavior. I actually have Lapsy installed. I just have some issues with it. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, it went somewhere. Dude, I can't move the window. Okay, let's see. I click it and it fucking goes somewhere. Yeah, goodbye. So that's why I don't use flaps. It's just fucking broken. Like this, I can actually move around, and you know, it just works. I can fucking do all this shit. Damn. I don't know how hard it is to make a functional window on like all the different distros, but Labs fails the test. Actually, no idea what's going on with that. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it is cursed. Okay. So here we need to take into account the other chunks that might be passed in. Mm. Let's take another look at this. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. I think I might just do explicit checks here. Um, where it's like if y is bigger than our limit, then we take a look at the chunk above. If y is smaller than our limit, then we take a look at the chunk below, and that kind of stuff. I think that makes the most sense. The alternative would be having something where we always fetch the chunk that we're supposed to like get our block data from. That doesn't sound good to me. Even though it might be completely fine. Well, I guess we're still doing it if we're doing that check. Oh, let me just start writing. So this basically this would be that we take a look at the chunk to the left of us. Oh yeah, I think only one of these can be true, so we're only offsetting to one direction at a time, so I can just do a chain of else if. Only the best solutions. Only the best solutions. And let me also check. So if it's the same as the size, we also want to. Yep. Yep. This is really ugly, but that must mean that I'm doing something right. Also, I just realized I need to do it like this. Only the best. Um, I can start copying this. There's not a lot of copying, but whatever. Let me just replace this with C. I don't think we need the other block for anything else here. Yeah. Yep. But you do need to do this inside of this statement. It just felt better to write it outside. I don't know how to explain that. I guess at the end I'm just gonna like put the wrapper around this stuff. Alright. Now you do need to pass in the other chunks. I scrolled a bit too far. That's fine, we're here now. It has a new line already. So above, below, left, right, front, back. Also, actually, do I want this order to be... Also, I want to rename these so they are consistent. Top, bottom, front, back, left, right. Oh, actually, I did it in the usual order. That's good. And, I guess these can be optional. Yes, they are actually gonna have to be. Because we might not have chunk above, but we're still gonna rebuild the mesh regardless. I feel like this is very much a Yandroid moment. No shade to the guy, but the memes are sometimes good. This isn't that much. So I guess first I want just the not multi-threaded version. I want to make sure that this current version works. And then I can start spinning up threads to speed up the process. I think that makes sense. Real chunk mesh, and we have chunk the blocks. We have a read-only reference. And then we have a bunch of other stuff. I guess I could have made these be in an array instead of like this. Like surrounding chunks. I think that would make more sense. Because right now I have to type a lot of quote-unquote manual code, which sucks. Well, I'm gonna first write the code that like gathers everything, I guess. Well, I still have to write. This is fine. I was gonna do it this way. I hope I can do this. This is terrible. Ay. This is starting to look like the worst code I have ever written. Oh. This is this. And we have all the other arguments. Alright, let's go. So, hold on. Front, back, left, right. Where did we go so wrong? I think it all started when I got my hands on a text editor. I think it's supposed to be. I'm just gonna do this first. If it's incorrect, it's gonna be pretty easy to debug. Yeah, but this is just like the first solution that makes sense that comes to my mind. But it looks so bad. Ay, ay, ay. And we need the model collection here. We don't actually pass that in currently. Yes, I'm just gonna have these as the thing that we want here. Yep. Let's do our cargo format to refresh our eyes. Where is this? 1419. It's after model collection. Oh, okay, okay, I see. I see. Nice. Okay. That's a bit better now. Yep. I guess this is behind a borrow already. Or do we actually require it to be borrowed? This should be borrowed. And these all should also be borrows. So much. This is so much wrong. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's annoying. Yeah, it's expecting a block array, but I'm giving it an optional chunk. Yeah, I need a thing to ease my pain. Yeah. Oh wow. Also, tomorrow the Ace Ferrella game jam will start. And it's a solo game jam. But it starts like, well, it doesn't start Wednesday. It starts like Thursday 4 a.m. for me, I think. Um if the theme sparks an interest, then yeah, you know, like if it seems like something that I can do, sure. But if it's like, I don't know, this depends. Like if I don't get a good idea, then I don't know. I find it really hard to get started. That'll be like a very good way of like taking out. Well, I mean, technically, if you say theme build an MMO, then you should be making a game about building an MMO, which is like, I don't know if that's better or worse. Anyway, so what do we do? We do, yeah, we also need chunks. We don't need mutable access. We do chunks.get chunk pause. Okay. an iflet here. We have an else path here as well. So if we have some chunk, we want to return the blocks of the chunk. Don't know if this is legal. Chunk.get, chunk pause. Yeah, we return this. Else, we return none. That is our convenience function. The only problem right now is if I do cargo check, then there is a lot wrong. Oh yeah. Can I check an individual function? Is that a thing I can do? I don't know. That would actually make my life so much easier right now. But I don't know if that's a thing. I guess I could try to like comment out the other function completely. But I don't know. Anyway, let me see. Yeah, I need to do this. Well, actually, I can just do it here. Let's actually start going through these. 1, 4, 3, 6. What do we have here? No field blocks on type hash map. What do you mean? He's trying to say that this is a hash map? Oh. It is indeed a hash map. I need to wrap this in some. Okay, yeah, sure. Ba -ba -ba -ba. We say here, get chunk blocks. Still need to be borrowed. But I think that solves my issues. Hopefully the borrow checker allows this. Oh yeah, I still need to provide it with more arguments. True. True. I need to give it the chunks. So why do we even pass this as mutable? I don't know. There might be a reason for it though. Wait, am I doing this in the wrong position? Get chunk blocks? No, that's correct. these are incorrect. Damn. Okay, now this is too many parentheses. Okay, well, what's going on here? Am I copy pasting something wrong? Okay, I just got an extra parentheses in my copy paste at some point. This here, that's all good. Okay, what do we say here? Now, what's the problem? Oh yeah, you want these to be borrowed. That's fine. Some real extreme programming going on here. Oh, we want the lifetime now. That's fine. Signature does not say whether it is borrowed from chunk, pos, or chunks. Okay. Sure. I could make this not borrowed to get rid of the lifetime requirement, but I can also just provide a lifetime. It's not that bad. I am. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah, 2 minute arguments, whatever. 1724. Oh, chunk was already borrowed. Is that the? If I delete this, do we get rid of this error? We do. Like, chunks to rebuild is already borrowed. Read only, so I didn't have to do that. I'm slowly getting rid of errors. Hopefully getting to something that works eventually. These I know. This is about the arguments being incorrect. I rebuild chunk meshes. Wait, this function takes 5 arguments. Oh yeah, this is the one above, this is the one below. That's fine. I need to also pass in the remaining things, which are these. Don't need to specify the types here. We should get less errors. Yep. Yep. Okay. We can just ignore this for now. Also 1704. Ignore this for now. Okay. 663. Three arguments are missing. I think it was the models, model collection, material collection, and atlas size. That's gonna be... What do we call it here? This is this... Okay. Rock blocks. Models and materials. Okay. Okay. Now we have a lot less of errors. Ay, ay, ay. 141. Lifetime A required. What do you mean? All right, here. What? So let's do it on the wrong line or something. No, lifetime is required. Add explicit lifetime to chunks. Oh, I added the fucking lifetime to the wrong position earlier. Nice. That's great. Good morning, Wangalo. We are thriving. We're going through, fixing everything. Wait, this compiles? Okay, right now we shouldn't be getting any meshes anywhere. Because it's just completely broken. I want to see it though. Yeah, let's go. We don't get anything. Oh, we still have this. Our debug mesh. We can see how we move around in the space at least. Stairs are here? No? Okay. Damn, where are the stairs, dude? Okay. I'm gonna try to orient myself into space. Just as like a quick brain break. This far? Damn. I actually have no idea how this space is oriented now. Anyway, that's fine. Ba, 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 ba. So we have been building a monster here, right? This innocent rebuild chunk mesh function that took in one chunk now takes in more than one chunk. To say the least. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 chunks. And now we're gonna use all of them for our evil plans. Evil plans. Before that, I'm gonna stretch. Holy. It feels good to get to a point where you don't get any errors anymore. On the compilation side. I see, you don't need a language server. You just need to spam cargo check. Alright? That's all you need to do. Also, life hack. Do clear at the same time. So when you scroll up, you won't scroll accidentally to the previous output and think that it's the current output and pull your hair out. You know? You don't have to look for like this thing to know where the previous output ends. Yeah. Life hack is to make file that clears for you. I don't know how make files and like using this fucking terminal go together, but sure. Whatever makes your plane fly. True. That I could do. But you know, if I ride it once, then I can just press up arrow. Next thing. That is true though. Okay. Now what do we want to do? We want to take the chunk that is to our left, I'm pretty sure. The X plus should be right. But this is again stuff that can be fixed later. I would say blocks. This is back, I think. You might think that I was thinking there for a second, but I was just flipping a coin in my head. You know, be aware of the inner mechanisms. I think that's what we want. I scroll too far again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And these others are options. Okay. We basically want to assign a variable thing here. Also, do we do anything here if we don't place the face? Not in this loop. We could just say continue. I do want to put this in here instead. More indentation. So basically, I just want to say if oh, I can just yeah, that's easy. That's easy. Wrap this in some, and then I'm doing this wrong. We say else. I think this is the pattern. And we say false. Let's see. What is the problem? You don't want let here? Huh. Interesting. I guess that has to be there. Also, this has to be here. Is there a reason other than to make it hard that you're writing it all in the same file? I stress out when a class goes over 500 lines. Uh, I haven't had a reason to split this into multiple files, right? And for me, it's like it's more work in the moment to put it into a separate file, and then later on, if I want to find something, you know, it's like, eh. But granted, sometimes I get lost in this big file, so maybe I should look into you know, look into that. Okay. Maybe. Okay, there's some wonderful. Oh, I'm inside of the match statement. Dude, that's why. Holy shit. That's yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Ay, 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 ay. And we need to move this further down. Here. This needs to be a crow block. Wait, one more here. This is a nightmare right now. Okay, let me back off, back off, back off, back off. I still really like. I'm gonna do this, but we need to back off because I just started writing code in the wrong place. Hey, I'm actually gonna copy paste this though. Okay, this is fine. You take this, boom. Let me take a look at what you linked. Oh, that is lines. What even is this though? That is my question. Okay. Okay. Some nerd stuff. Ha ha ha. Am I right, boys? Yeah, I mean, also it could be that our ideas of how things are well made are wrong, right? Because if the stuff that actually works and is actually used and liked is made the wrong way, maybe that's actually the right way. I'm gonna make a new thing here. Everything is more clear. Yeah, you didn't, but I did. If you say that something is not made well, then it sounds to me like you're saying it was made in an incorrect way, in a wrong way. Right? But if that's not what you mean, then my bad. It is time to fucking open my window. It's getting too hot. I don't want to grief myself. Also drink water. True. Not Windows time, but window time. Wait, as a fucking recent Linux user, I've been having a hard time opening Windows. Dude, that came out too smooth. Holy. Yeah, dude, that's the life. Everyone in the same mod file, having a good time, just writing code. That's the dream. No, I don't know. I'm just writing my code. That's all I can say. Okay. We have these. We're kind of just checking. Checking. And now here we want to do the post to index. Oh, but actually not quite. If we have, let's say we use the blocks left, we need to offset our position before trying to convert it into an index. What does this function do? Do we copy the internals of this, or do we use this after a bit of work? We're gonna use this after a bit of work. Okay, so we need to modify the position. We take our offset position. We want this to be mutable, I guess. Yep. I don't know, I don't like making variables mutable, but this is just the easiest way to make this work. This is basically what I want to do. Yeah. I do not know what you're referencing, if you're referencing anything at all. But when? Where? What? I have no music. The desktop audio is muted, and I'm not listening to anything else either. And that is intentional. I very rarely listen to music while coding. Also, turn down the one-man spam. XD. I feel like I'm not in on the joke either. That doesn't help. Okay, this let else pattern is not correct. How does this differ? Let some bam. We do this. Expected never. Found pool. I just need to say this here and then it stops complaining. No. Oh. Wait, what? Hold on. Let me scroll back up. Let some chunk. This chunks don't get chunk balls else. Let some use blocks. And this is the same variable, but I don't think that's the issue. Else calls if let else does not diverge. I guess I'm not returning the false, even though I should be. Okay, that error now makes sense. I didn't write the line correctly. So it doesn't just want to return this immediately from here. That sucks. Rip rip. Wow. Also, I can comment this shit out. So I don't get an error from that. What do we do now? So, I don't know, this is a boolean. Makes it a bit more readable. So now the index should always be valid. So we're doing this. And this is a moment where we do want to panic if it's not valid. Yep. Yep. I actually basically just want to copy this as is. This is terrible, but it's fine. Yep. I'd say used blocks. I don't need to borrow because it's already borrowed. At least I think so. Doesn't throw an error, at least. Doesn't mean that it's correct. I don't know. But some used blocks is used blocks. We have that. If we don't, we say false. Then we take the offset position that we modified here. And if it's a valid index, which it always should be, we look at the other block. But so basically here, I'm to do this. I'm not gonna include that. Do we Oh. Oh, okay. I see. Nice. That seems like it should be correct. So this should get rid of the unnecessary faces on the chunk edges. What I now need to do is make this actually render anything. Because currently it doesn't do anything. Do cargo format. Oh. We have this. Have this here. And yeah. We need to return this erase thing. I guess I can also make the return an option. So return an optional array. Need to stretch again. Oy, oy, oy. Return an optional array. I think that makes sense. And then outside of this function, we built the array mesh. So basically, they like these two lines and take them out. But it is time for a quick bathroom break. So I will be back soon. Alright. Time to return the optional array. Hopefully get this to work. Get stuff shown on the screen again. That's yep. That's good, that's good. Here root for none. Yes. Let's see. What do you mean? Oh, okay. That's better. This. We go to the bottom of the trunk mesh function. And we take this. And I realized why we actually do need mutable access here. But we do that. I think this is gonna give me an error though. That's fine. Do you need this as well? Oh, it just works? Hello? We build? I hope that works. Okay, what is the error? Invalid index even though it should not be. Damn, dude. Think some of these are mixed up. Actually, we want to say false. Let's try this for now. You know, everything is black for some reason. We don't get the in-between phases, but we also I feel like we don't get any phases on the chunk edges. I'm surprised that these are rendering. It's only rendering part of the stuff that should be rendered. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What is the debugger saying? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Oh yeah, and the outside phases are not here at all. Oh, here they are. Yeah, that's cursed. That is cursed. Yeah. Actually, I do want this panic to be here. Okay. I hope I can do this. Also, I guess I can just... initialize it there. Alright. I should get a debug string. Let's go. On bottom. Everything is happening on the bottom. Top and bottom are for sure... Oh, left and right might be correct then. Nice. Wait, why are these mixed up? Well, they are clearly. They shouldn't be, but they are. Look. Alright, let's recompile. I feel like my names are incorrect here. Okay, what do we get? On back. So back and front are incorrect. Now we should not get any errors anymore, hopefully. And we do. Oh, left and right are also mixed up. Why didn't I didn't get that before? Okay, sure. Okay. Drum roll, please. I switched everything. Everything was wrong. Let's go. It should work now. Fuck. On right. On right. Below 0. We modified the offset position on X. We say it's this. These seem to be correct now. Because the error changed places. Actually, first, let's check that it actually rebuilt. Okay. It took some time to rebuild. Okay, it's still not correct. And if I switch left and right, I feel like it's not gonna do anything. What are we working with here? What were you grooving to? I do be curious. Okay, so we get an invalid index even though it shouldn't be. And it's on left. We say that offset position X is this. Do we just go too far? Do we literally just go too far here? Here. That it. Nope. Fair enough. Fair. Okay, it's still fucked. Why does this brute force you to work? Please just do the thing. Do the thing correctly. Okay. It is kind of broken. You kind of can't see our hotbar. We do be rendering. Okay, we're not rebuilding the meshes anywhere. No. I'm not even sure what you mean by that, but I know it's not that. Okay, so if our X offset position is below 0, then we set it to this like we do everywhere else. And if we, for example, don't do this, then we should get an error on the top. That is still on left. Interesting. So maybe that's even more incorrect or something. Oh, it's on right. Okay. I'm really curious now why I got different errors before. on right. Am I really not supposed to do that? We still get it on right. Okay. Let's try switching left and right now. I only get one of these. It's on left. So you get a different one if we do this. The same. Okay, I need more debug info. Oh, okay. Need this. What do we have here? So we're going to the left. This should be within the bounds. Why is it not within the bounds? What is failing? I know this is not the error, but I decided to check myself. Yeah. Should still say left. I'm not gonna switch the debug strings for now. We're getting a lot more. Oh yeah, and we're getting a lot more because it's the preview generator that's failing now. Okay, so the preview generator. Okay, this is actually valuable information. With this setup, the preview generator is fine. It's not failing. Actually, we want this to be true. What if we don't panic? The preview generator is not failing, but it kind of maybe should. What phases do we not draw? Oh, this, for some reason? Very interesting. I guess it's the same hole on those two sides. No holes on these sides. It's only on this side. Nothing here. We're still doing the redundant edges as well. And it really doesn't want to rebuild. What is the error that we're getting? Is this path of the code not working or something? I'm thoroughly confused. Thoroughly confused. Like, we built the mesh and then we can never do it again or something? Why? What breaks this? Go off to this. Top is above, bottom is below. Front is C plus. Okay. The front and back are Z. And front should be Z plus. Yeah, Z plus. No, this should maybe be flipped. Let's take a look at the left one. The left one. Left is X plus. Yeah, left is X plus. If we overflow, we should be going to 0 here. That's how it should work. So we're overflowing here and going here. Oh, but this is... yeah, that's incorrect. So if we're below 0, we should be going right. Yeah. This should be correct. Why is it not correct? What information do I still need to debug this? I've been running in circles for a moment now. So right is failing. The first one. It's the first one. Hmm. Oh, yeah, true. Okay. So they are a thing here. Dirks is kind of guaranteed to be there. I just need to know why this index thing is failing. This has to be a macro. Go here, do this. We air out, that's fine. What? Excuse me? That's out of bounds? Should it be the speed bounds? That should be in bounds. Oh, wait, what? For iron pulse. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I actually didn't even want to print that, but that's one that I printed, and this is the information that I need. What is happening? Oh, wait. Yeah, if this doesn't contain this, chunk says I32. I'm... Okay. I'm seeing my idiocy unfold. Oh my god. All this time. All this time. Spent chasing this error. All this time. When I'm supposed to do chunk size, not block size. Holy shit. Holy shit. Chunk, 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 chunk. Fuck. That's annoying. So now we didn't fail, but we're still not correctly doing everything. Anyway. So now we always get a valid index, that's good. Oi oi oi. These could be mixed up now, actually. Yeah, these can be mixed up and the code can still work. All correct. What is the behavior right now? So if we get some block, place it, we just don't get rebuilt of the mesh. For some reason. We should at least rebuild. But it's not doing that. What is a reason why the mesh would be not updating? Are I failing something? I'm failing something trivial here. Because the first rebuild works. Oh, okay. I think I know. Yeah, so we're just keeping it marked for remeshing all the time. Okay. Yep. Going to say chunk marked for remesh equals false. Hopefully this works. Yeah, so can't do that. Wee. Get mute. And now I'm gonna get borrow errors. Yep. Wait, what? Whatever. Oh, I'm dumb. Chunks. Chunks is mutable here. Yeah, I need to get mute here. Yep. Now we get borrow errors. Let's go. What if I do it up here? I guess I need to do these. Actually, will it give? Yeah, it gives me an error even if I do that. Fine. I want an easier way through this. I literally just don't clear the list of chunks to rebuild. It should fix the issue for now. Oh, we don't want that. We do not want that. Rebuilding all the chunks always. Yeah, of course. We just need a separate loop, basically. Separate loop where we get the mutables. No. Not yet. Not yet, right? First, I need to get this working single-threaded, and then I can multi-thread it, right? If I don't have it working single-threaded and I try to multi-thread it, that's just I don't know what to even say. Not good. I can say that. I'm really surprised though, because I can modify the data here. Even though it's behind a immutable reference. But I guess this is because it's a Godot thing. And Rust is just like, I don't give a fuck. That's funny though. Alright, now we should rebuild chunks that we need to rebuild. Yay! That was unfiltered joy. We don't get a lot of that here, you know? At least with the current to-dos that we have. So any joy we can get, we take it. Okay, and now it's a bit easier to investigate this as well. Why do you do this? What is your objective? Who do you work for? Um, there's no fault here. Gotta say, that's cleverly said. Even if I don't like it, it is clever. I have to admit it. Wait, so we don't get the fucked hole here anymore. Do we ever get it there? I don't know. Top is fine. This side is fine. Bottom is not fine. The indexes that we get, or the indices that we get, they're all fine. Just switch top and bottom and see what happens. Right, that's our bottom face magically fixed. It does. Is the top now broken? It's not. Okay. I don't know if this is left and right or front and back. I think that's left and right, and I need to switch front and back. Okay. I don't know why this works, but it works. That should just not be correct at all. And we don't get a random hole there anymore. And we don't get a random hole here anymore. We don't get a random hole here anymore. We don't get a random hole here. We don't get a random hole here. And we don't get a random hole here. Nice. And we don't get unnecessary phases in between chunk edges. Wow, at some point I stopped believing. I thought I would not reach this point. Like, actually. I was in this, all hope was lost. But I just kept going anyway. But that's good. I was ready to actually end the stream and be like, yo, I didn't figure it out this stream, that's okay. And it would have been okay. But it ended up working in the end. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now I just gotta wait to push this, have Nikki do some terrain generation stuff, and have it be absolutely broken. For some reason. But that being said, I don't want to multi-thread this yet. Right? Because if I start multi-threading now, and this actually is broken, then it's more work. Like, this needs more thorough testing before I'm comfortable with it. And I'm not gonna do the thorough testing right now. So, I'm gonna wrap up with a commit. And, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Bum 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 bum. We don't need this. We don't need this. We go here. We these changes we do want. We'll see. We'll see. This is I gotta admit, when I went for the bathroom break, I did take a peek at the viewer count, but that's fine. Right? It's not like a constant thing. It's like sometimes I'm curious and then I take a peek. But it's only when I want to take a peek. Anyway, but a bit of a quieter stream today, but that's fine. That's fine. I can also tell from the chat. Just yep. Unless there's lurkers who went undetected. That's all good. Well, I can remove these lines from here. This can be removed. Yep. You know, some days are busier and some days are quieter. But I do appreciate everyone who hopped by earlier. Very cool. Very cool to talk with people. Bum bum. Also, I do appreciate you hanging around. Don't worry. Let's see. Oh, this is just a comment about block. I guess I'll leave it that way for now. That's there. We do this. Yep. This is ugly, but it's fine. It's correct. It's ugly, but it's correct. Just like me, for real, for real. And that's... I could remove that instead of commenting it out, but that's fine. Alright. Remove. Yep. I'm so glad I didn't do this before. Because if I fixed the extra mesh faces on chunk edges before, I would have had to refactor this function now anyway, because I'm preparing for, you know, multi-threading. That would have been just wasted work, I feel like. I think so. I can remove this. That's done. I really love having the to-do list in the same repo. So when I make a commit that does something, it also modifies the to-do list. I find that somehow like poetic in a way. It's like, yep, that's done. I just off the list. Nice. That's good. I will do some off-stream work and test this further. I don't know if I will get the multi-threading off-stream. I think off-stream code stuff will be the fucking raycast stuff. But yeah, we'll see how everything goes. I think we're going here. Went here last time. I'm gonna do it again. But also, updates on my layout. Oh, it screwed up when I put it on this monitor. Oh, everything's screwed up now. Anyway, my chat window is wider now. But for some reason, when I dragged it over to this monitor, it screwed everything up. Anyway, we're going there. Going there. Yeah. See you later. Thanks for popping by. Ba -ba -ba -ba.